Even though it is getting colder, you should not neglect your lawn. There are a lot of things you need to be doing in your garden. Please welcome Frankie Flowers with what we all need to go home and start doing right now before it gets really cold and there's snow.
Yeah, we're going to do the top 5 things that you should be doing in your garden right now in fall to get it boosted up for spring.
That's right. Because in spring you want that amazing looking garden, and it really starts now.
It does start now. You can get so much done. You know, we take a look behind us. Pretty soon those leaves are going to be flinging around, and with that, they mat down on the ground. They mat down on your lawn. That right there is like suffocating your lawn. So you got to clean up. Number 1 is really what you got to clean up. We got a yard bag out there, but you have a leaf blower. Now with leaf blowers, there are lots of different municipal rules on when you can have them and whatnot. Because they are loud. But they're fun. But I'm gonna make you look like Farrah Fawcett. Ready?
Yeah, do it.
There you go. Yeah. But you got to clean up. But at the same time, you know, it's about removing weeds at this time of the year. Any disease or dead plant material, any annuals that are spent after having a few frost, get them out. So that's number 1.
Put them in the bag, get them out there.
Number 2, it's all about the lawn yet again, and it's about feeding the lawn.
Because they're hungry.
It's hungry. It's like a big bear that you need to feed, and we have 2 different types of lawn fertilizers that are there. But I want you to notice the numbers on the front of the bags. You can see that one's a 10, 4, 18. The other one's a 12, 0, 18.
Right.
They have a fairly high first number for nitrogen, but a higher end number. Recent studies have shown that adding nitrogen in the fall is really good to get a little bit of a green up, and then that last number there is for the overall general health of a plant. That there is giving a nice root, so the roots are nice.
Okay.
So feed the lawn.
Feed and fertilize
really
your
good.
lawn right now. What's the next step?
Improve your soil. So number 3, I got a bag of Tripamix that's right here. So you've grown your vegetables this year and you've loved that garden. And with that garden, now what we have to do is add some nutrient back in. And by amending the soil, and that means adding in some manure and different elements to it, adding nutrient back in, what you're doing at that time, that there is just pure peat moss.
Okay, so it smells good.
Yeah, pure peat moss. So that there is for moisture retention, adds acidity to the soil.
Yeah.
That really improves. Manure will add nutrient back in, but the frost and thaws of winter will allow it to work in by itself, so you don't have to till it into the garden.
Oh, good stuff.
So as soon as you're removed and you cleaned it up, improve the soil. Next, what you want to do is you really want to plant for spring.
Right. So there are certain things you can be planting right now.
Yeah, you can still plant perennials. You can still plant. Look at behind me. Isn't that beautiful?
That's gorgeous.
It's only maybe 8 months away. No, I'm just joking. But now's the time.
It's just around the corner.
It's just around the corner. But now's the time to start thinking about those spring flowering bulbs. And they're array. There's so many that are out there.
Right.
You want to be planting them 3 times their height and depth, the height of the bulb.
Okay.
You want to make sure you're paying attention to the planting, the size of the plant, so that you're not planting the short ones and behind the big tall ones and whatnot. So you want to make sure, and then also look at the bloom times. Those bloom times are really going to help you out.
Yeah.
And finally, what you want to do is protect your plants.
Okay.
So when it comes to some of those plants that are going to be exposed to high winds and as well being exposed to sunlight. Remember, it's sun and winds that dry out evergreens. And right behind us there, you have a nice cedar hedge that has been protected with the use of burlap. The use of burlap protects them from wind, but also shades them. Everybody doesn't know, but the sun creates a drying effect.
Yeah.
So by shading them, and just let you know with burlap now, if you want to be really decor savvy, they're coming out with different colors of jute now.
That's great.
So with that, if you want it to match your front yard, your decor,
you can get fancy with it.
you can make it look all foo-foo at the same time.
I like foo-foo.
So Justin and Colin, booyah! Yeah! I glammed it up.
This is great.
Yeah, so now they're thinking a little bit, because burlap is kind of ugly at times if it's like that. But if you do it with color, you're great. So that's the time. And remember, fall, still lots to do, and it's always time to have fun.
It is a time to have fun. Later on in the show, we're going to talk about those gorgeous fall colors.
And why do they change color?
I don't know.
I will have the answer.
Coming up.